with Mocienne Petit Jackson. Welcome to my channel. Let me show you the beautiful birds. I just saw them, the swans. Really want to show you the swans. They are so gorgeous. Really want to show you the swans. They are so gorgeous. Can you see them? I hope you can see them very well. I find this one of the most beautiful birds in the world, swans. They are so magical, the color of the feathers, just my favorite white in the world. Okay, I'm walking, make sure I don't fall. Just beautiful. I can look at them for hours, just hours. I'm going through an emotional roller coaster in this moment in my life, but it's okay. I just have to keep telling myself it's okay, because I'm doing something really big. Going to court with the Dutch government, talking for the first time about my kidnapping, like when I wrote my book, Truly Betrayal, Truly the Dark Side of the Land. This extraordinary story that people keep telling me that I'm crazy, saying that Michael Jackson is my father is such a devastating thing, and have been controlling my life for many years. But it didn't control me enough to build that I didn't build my own business, Healthcare Ernestina. It didn't control me enough that I didn't create my musical career, study music, study dancing. So I think I have accomplished a lot in my life, and I wish that I could have accomplished a little bit more. And my father, Michael Jackson, was alive, because I would like him to be alive so that I can have this conversation with him about what happened. But he was murdered. That's never going to happen. I feel like this couple of years, I have finally have the time that I can grieve about him no longer being alive and him being murdered. I feel it's really the first time that I can give it a place, and I'm thinking about how I want to live my life, what's important for me. You know, seeing artists like Kim Kardashian living in big houses and having all this bling bling bling, I know that that's not me, and it's not the kind of life that I want to live. But I also understand if you have more money, you also have more problems. So I'm also really thinking, how am I going to deal with more problems? Can I handle more problems? And I do have a kind of life in my mind that I want to have for myself. So it took me some time to realize what I really, really want. And what I really, really want. Some of people around me know me, what I want, but I don't know if what I really, really want, that I can get that. It has nothing to do with money or fame. It has to do more with my family life, you know. I'm 46 years old now. I'm going to be 47. I have a huge, huge dream that I would like to accomplish, that I can only do myself. And if I look at the swans, it really make me happy. Looking at them, you know. I want to have a simple life like the swans, you know. That's what I want. I hope I'm, for some people, that beautiful as the swans that you are looking at. So I have been really making a plan about how I want my life to be. And I hope that I can go and accomplish that one or the other way. That's what I'm hoping. I have decided to sit on the ground, watch the swan. But realizing what you want and how you want, that's really a big thing. That's really not easy. I've been really trying to survive the last 13 years that my father, Michael Jackson, was murdered. I know 100% I don't want to deal in the future with any Jackson member. I don't. I just want to finish the lawsuits and live my life. I don't want to live extraordinary control life as Kim Kardashian, having all this fame, always making money. No, that's not what I want. I want so simple life as possible. And some people really laughing at me when I say that, and they said, "You are Michael Jackson's secret daughter. What are you talking about? Simple life? You're not gonna have a simple life when the world find out you're real Michael Jackson daughter. You're gonna be this. You're gonna be that." And I hear what they are saying, but I am going to try to create the life for myself that I want, without anyone judgment telling me that it's not possible. You know, I wrote this book, Trinity Betrayal and Trinity the Dark Side of Netherlands, and I'm receiving a lot of punishment for that. People telling me I'm too young to have write an autobiography, and I must be extremely obsessed to write a book where I write my imagination that I'm saying Michael Jackson is my father. But God, people are really brutal. Are absolutely so incredible brutal. But I accept it. I come to a point and think, okay, most people in the world are brutal. They are all against me. They don't believe my story that I'm saying Michael Jackson is my father. And that's it. I find a way, like, okay, guys, I hear you, I accept you, I understand you. But you know what? This is your imagination, not the reality of my life. You know, I'm in the court with the Dutch government. It's not because I have nothing to do. You know, this is really serious matter. This is so serious. My life is such a real, just like these swans that I'm looking at. That's my life. And I'm jealous at the swans that they are together. They all look pretty. I think they have a peaceful life. You know, I'm so happy to see them two together. It makes me so incredible happy to look at them. I wish I could take my camera a little bit closer so that you can really see them and enjoy them just the way that I do. But I come so far that I really know where I want to go with my life. I want to finish this lawsuit with the Dutch government, and I'm hoping they're not going to give me a hard time, because I really want to finish it. And then I'm going to rebuild my life, and rebuilding my life, it means that I'm going to work. I'm not a Kim Kardashian fan, but I'm so proud with this woman. I'm so proud with this woman. Because I've always compared myself as Kim Kardashian, as when I came out at the news, it was a scandal. Dutch woman in the Netherlands saying Michael Jackson is her father, she must be crazy. And the embarrassment of Barbara Jane Ross saying she's not my mother, well, she's a bitch, you know. But it's good that she did it, because she can die without me. I don't want to, she will never have the chance to see me. I'm done with this kind of embarrassment. And with the Jackson family, after 13 years still being quiet, counting the money. Did they make enough money talking about my father's death, you know? You know, I mean, my father's death also made them rich, you know, because of Michael Jackson murder. Suddenly, everyone could sell again Jackson 5 albums, you know, Jackson 5 albums. Everyone could go and buy them again, you know. old documentary where the Jacksons were part of it. They came again online. So Michael Jackson death, how horrible it was also for the family, because first of all, they love him the most. They love him. They will not do anything to want him dead. They absolutely adore and miss him, just like I miss him. But the fact is, Michael Jackson's death also did benefit them, because it allowed them to get more royalties again. Every Jackson received more royalties from old shows that were being showed with Michael Jackson, old music were being produced. So this Jackson family, they are counting their money, how much profit they made since my father, Michael Jackson, died. And now and then, Mocienne Petit Jackson came, want to reveal Michael Jackson's biggest secret, that he was a father, my father. So that's not good news for the Jackson family. That's really bad news for them. I'm a pain in the ass. That's how the Michael Jackson security like to call me. So Mocienne, you're a pain in the ass for the Jackson family. They do not want to have you around. You can destroy the business. I mean, I know they are scared what are their fans going to do when they found out I'm real. I know they are scared. They're very scared. They don't want to deal with it. They want to keep it all quiet. Okay, I need to make sure I don't fall while trying to record these beautiful songs. Look at them. Let's see, I think I have to, stand like this. Can you see them? So good. So the Jackson family, they are still quiet about me, you know. I think my biggest wish will be if the Dutch government find out the truth, that I'm really, really Michael Jackson's daughter, and they can give me all the evidence that the world needs, that they can put that in my hands, so I can go to my YouTube channel and said, okay, the Dutch government case is finished, and they have given me all the information that I need to prove to you that the Jackson family is my father, and now me and the Dutch government are going to kick the asses of the Jackson family. That will be my perfect dream. Why? Because I'm Dutch. This country is very important to me. Even they have hurt me very much. I have find here my friends for life. I'm loved. I speak the language. I have give life to my son here. Even the child protection was horrible, hell. I cannot say that this country has no emotional meaning for me. I mean, I grew up here. I became the woman that I am here. I'm very grateful that I am living in a world where, quote, human rights try to stand. I didn't get my human rights. I mean, being kidnapped and being raped, being abused. This country was hell. But together, they try to give humanity rights. They try. It's not like other countries, like Iran, that women don't mean anything. So I do take my blessings that I was raised here. I do take my blessings. And I think, I personally believe that the way that women are being abused in countries like Iran, Iraq, has nothing to do with Allah, has nothing to do with the Quran, has nothing to do with it. Because I have read the Quran, and they don't write anything bad about women or treating women this way. I haven't seen that in the Quran. I'm a person. I have read every Bible. I have really read every Bible, and there is no Bible who said that you need to disrespect a woman the way they are being disrespected. So that's just not the point. So I do appreciate the Dutch country that, quote, woman rights are important. So I really, really, really appreciate that. And that's what I want to make clear. So my biggest wish is that the Dutch government come with their evidence so I can talk about it on my channel. Oh, I want to show you the swan. I just saw. Did you see it? Yeah. Oh, I hope some nasty boys are coming. Let us see. They're gonna keep me alive. See? It's really, really beautiful swan. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah. So they didn't bother me this time. Yeah. Teenagers, pain in the ass. You never know what to accept, but I love them all. Crazy about teenagers. I love them. I love it when they are angry. I love it when they're mad. I love it when they cry. When my son was a teenager, I was so in love. I was so in love with my pain in the ass baby. God, I love him. It's so incredible because you see them trying to find themselves. Look how beautiful the swan is. Look. So my perfect scenario is that the Dutch government, that they will give me all the evidence that the world wants to see. Now, I don't need to see any evidence, but that the world wants to see, so that I can prove Michael Jackson is my father, and then go to court and hang the Jackson, you know. And then they say, then they're going to say, no, it's not our fault. It's Michael Jackson's fault. He didn't want to come forward when he was alive. This was his personal freedom, and we wanted to respect it. And that's what they're going to say. So you cannot blame us about what your father did. That's what they're going to say. No. And then the estate of Michael Jackson going to say, yeah, okay, even you are Michael Jackson's daughter. Your name is not in the estate in the estate of Michael Jackson. And the court already knew that my name wasn't there. So when I was in court in 2010, the judge in my case said, okay, even when it's proof that Michael Jackson is your father, your name is not in the estate. So how are we going to resolve that? Then I said to him, we will take care of that when we are finally there. So I said to the court that I didn't want to think about that in this moment. So, but what's going to happen then after when I finish my case in the Dutch government? I'm going to go against criminal court in the United States. And then through criminal court, because I was kidnapped to the Netherlands, I'm going to demand a damage from the estate of Michael Jackson. So John Blanca doesn't want that. No, any lawyer in the estate doesn't want that. Me to go to criminal court and get my share of the estate. So they will work something out to make sure that doesn't happen. So to everyone who's following my channel, I know what I'm doing and I have a big plan. Nobody gonna fuck me around because I'm not a bitch, but I know what I'm doing. So doing this court with the Dutch government, it's not only fundamental important for my life to heal from the crime that have been done to me, but I will also use it in the American court for the crime that have been happened to me. And then the Jackson family, they have to prove to the criminal court why they didn't record, why didn't they take any step? You know, even when I came into the world media, they didn't went to the FBI and said, listen, FBI, Mocienne Petit Jackson is indeed Michael Jackson's daughter, and she needs her share of the estate. And what did the Jackson family did and the Ross family did? They stayed quiet. And because they stayed quiet, and I had to go to all this hell after when I'm gone, I legally suffered, emotional suffered. I'm going to court. And then I want to have damage of no. And what am I going to do with the money? Nothing. Because money is not my key of life. If I have a bed to sleep and I have some food and I have nature around me, I'm very satisfied with that. If I have my good health, I feel very blessed. I don't need a lot. So if the Jacksons still want to continuing ignoring me, not coming forward, this is what's going to happen to you. Yeah, I will go to criminal court after when I'm finishing this court with the Dutch government. You can have that. I will go to criminal court. I will get justice for what you all fucking did to me throughout of my life. And even when I die, I want someone to do it for me. So this is the big picture. Some people will say, okay, you want to have that life as the swan. Peaceful, quiet, as a beautiful swan who's swimming there. Yeah, this is what I want. But the swan also had to survive a lot of things to accomplish that. He had to grow up surviving a lot of things to be there. And I am hoping, I'm praying are you ready? When I'm in my 70s, I can finally live my life what I want. So I have to work for another 20 years. So when I'm 70, then I can enjoy life. I feel I have accomplished something. And why would I go to court for the Jackson family? Because I don't think it's fair for famous people to do this to the children, what they do to me. Neglect the children, hiding crimes that have been committed to the children, So I want them just to be punished. That's it. And I don't care if they are old. I don't care. I just want them to all punish. That's it. I want Janet Jackson to be punished. I want Randy Jackson, Jermaine Jackson to be punished. Even when DNA proves that Michael Jackson is not my father, Jermaine Jackson is my father, I still want them all to get punished. And then I will still go to criminal courts because Michael Jackson educated me all my life. He was my dad. He was my only father. And he's going to pay for that. So I'm just not going to let everything just slip away. And I will be going through hell this coming time in my life. It's not going to be easy at all. And in 2023, the court will be about surrounding my kidnapping, and I will share my emotion because it's really hard. Just this process is very hard. But I know where I want to go. When I started the court in 2010, I knew I had a long road to walk before this case will be finished. And I'm so grateful for the American system that they have let my case open. The most brutal and cruel things that the media have done to me is writing in all the Google saying that my case was kicked out by the court. My case haven't been kicked out by the courts. My case is still open. The case of 2010 is still open. And that's so cruel that they did that to me. That they damaged my name in that. Saying the court had thrown out the case. The court didn't throw out the case. The court didn't have jurisdiction to do so. And the court have given me a special code that my case will be open forever till its result. So I can take my time doing the courts that I need to do to get to my goal. I want recognition for my suffering. I want recognition for the brutality that I had to live with the Jackson family, the denial of the Ross family, and that horrible mother of mine going publicly. I mean, she should be very lucky that I don't find her important, that I don't go to court in Washington, D.C., where she lives. She should be happy that I don't find her important at all, because I didn't grow up with her. The person I grew up with was my dad. The person who come back to me in my life was my dad, Michael Jackson. He came back to me in my life. The person who said, I love you, I never want to lose you again, it's my dad, Michael Jackson, not my mother. My mother have always been a bitch, and she will always stay a bitch, because that's the way she is. And I feel very sorry for my brothers and my sisters that I don't know, that they have her as a mom. But they are successful in their own way, and they know who their mother is. So I think they are fine, but I didn't miss her. And my mother, Barbara Jane Ross, she's very lucky that I don't care about her. I don't care about her. I just don't. Do I love her? Yeah, of course. She's my mother. She's the one who gave birth to me. For that, I have an unconditional love and respect for her, because she's not Debbie Rowe. As far to my knowledge, my mother did not sell me to Michael Jackson for a couple of millions like Debbie Rowe. As far to my knowledge, that did not happen. As far to my knowledge, I only know I was an oops baby that she didn't want. I supposed to be Mocienne Lee. I supposed to be the second daughter of my mom. You know, I supposed to be a baby of the ex-husband of Barbara Jane Ross, James Lee. I supposed to be his daughter. Then I came out without Asian thing, too dark. And then they found out Michael Jackson was my father. I was an oop baby. So my mother, Barbara Jane Ross, she's much better than Debbie Rowe, because my mother didn't sell me to Michael Jackson. And to Paris and Prince, don't bother. Don't feel hurt about these words, because my father wanted you and he loved you. So don't be angry me saying that to you, okay? Don't let it hit you. But I know that Prince and Paris really understand that their mother is a bitch. That their mother is a bigger bitch than my bitch. My bitch mother. So you're adults, you can have it. So do not let this hurt you, babies. Do not let this hurt you. I'm just talking. My dad wanted you very much, and he was happy to pay for you, and he loved you, and he loved you. So don't let this hurt you. I just want to make it clear the difference, why Debbie Rowe is a bitch, a bigger bitch than my mother. So, to my followers, I want to say thank you very much. I'm going to take you to this emotional journey when I'm going. And to 2003, maybe you'll be hearing me curse about my mother, hearing me curse about the Jacksons, yeah. Anyway, forgive me. Please forgive me. It was Mocienne Petit Jackson. Thank you for watching my channel, and bye-bye. Stay safe. Bye-bye.